Hi, it's me again on my channel, Cchadwicka. And today I just wanted to go over some new uh, medical technologies and some things about that. Oh, by the way, I am changing all my thumbnails to this silver bird, so you'll be able to recognize my videos when you see them on your search results. So if you go to Google and you Google kidney printer YouTube, you'll come up with several videos, and I just thought this was really freaking exciting. And there's been some, like, here's an example of a little girl who was in heart failure because of her kidneys at 4 weeks old, after she was born, or 4 months old. And she actually had a 3D printed organ, transplanted into her. And this was on January 27th, 2016. So I don't know, these hospitals, maybe you think like me, well, they're able to afford $100,000 or $200,000 MRI machine that just does imaging and scanning, when they could buy $100,000 or $200,000 kidney printer. Every major hospital, and at least one or two in each state. And I know we need to address other issues that cause organ failure. Beyond that fact, and that you would want to listen to those people, different things about that, but uh, if I needed a kidney, I would be very scared. And I think this is just an excellent technology. I think it's great. Living kidneys printed out in China. Scientists 3D printed part of a kidney. World's first 3D printing used in life-changing kidney transplant. And those are all really neat. And I would like for you to watch them and keep up to date on what's going on with most recent medical uh, technologies and how they can extend your life. So that one's on TED, so this is a talked about technology. This is not some fad. TED is a brainstorming R&D type of university type material, so it's very high quality information. There's another video. And so here are these videos that I pulled up on Google, and I just wanted to share them with you. And if you Google something else, and I'm just going to mimic the song, and it's called "I Am the Very Model of a Singularitarian." And I want to leave you with this video, because if you're interested in life-changing medical technologies that are going to help you in the future, like our generation now, if you're alive and you're young especially, you really need to start planning your anti-aging treatment. I mean, that's just the the gist of it. So this guy is Charles, and he kind of heads up the transhumanist, singularity, extropiist, immortal, and movement. And it's kind of like a political party, or it's going to be a political party, and they address the issues that face us. Unlike people that go to church that say it's natural to die and things like that, just some real odd things that I agree with. And for that reason, I would definitely say I'm a singularitarian or a transhumanist, immortalist, dystopian. So, I'm interested in, they call it body alteration. I like for it to sound real serious, and it is, but, you don't want to have side effects from something like that. Is what people are worried about. And there's another girl you might want to look at if you're interested in life-extending technology and treatments. And they do have them now, and they are taking them, and people are, I would assume, living longer. It's just the inevitable evolution of our intelligence. And this is Liz Parish, She is just a bombshell beauty queen, and she's beautiful and she's very nice. Please, don't bother her unless it's important. And she is connected with BioViva Science, which is the company she's affiliated with. She's owner, founder, or something of that nature. And she got her anti-aging treatment about 4 or 5 years ago. So right now there's information independently gathered from universities. That's a good video. She's so cute. She's such a sweetheart. She just really is pioneering the medical technology and trying to get people, to find the love in the world. And don't be scared. Be bold. Live a long time. Don't just write off this life as death and some kind of spiritual experience afterwards, or another dimension, or whatever you may believe. I'm not sure, but transhumanists and singularitarians are probably fairly aware that there's just this unending census of, oh, it's natural to die, and we want to die, and we're not worried about getting old, and that's just a horrible thing to happen. And I think transhumanists, singularitarians, have the knowledge and insight above and over that belief. And you can be in agreement with people that think you should die of old age. It's natural and it's a God thing. You can agree with them because one day you will die, regardless of how many genetic treatments you get and how far you evolve. And all this technology is out now, and it's been out since the 70s. They were doing it in the 80s. They was going to do it and be done in the 90s. In the 90s, it was going to be done next year. And I think they sequenced the human genome in the late 90s, or maybe before. I'm sure they did that in the 70s. But from what I had read, and do be careful with the information you get off the internet. But it's okay to quote information, just don't always believe in all of it. And they said they had sequenced the human genome in 2002, 2005, somewhere around 2005, I think. And that was a big deal. And now they're getting into some different computer models that have to do with genetics and things like that. So please do watch Liz Parish and connect with her on Facebook. She's a real pioneer in the field of anti-aging sciences, and she's doing a great job. So let's Google something that I haven't Googled yet. Or we'll YouTube it, I guess. YouTube search. And we'll do anti-aging medical treatments. And we'll just see what comes up. And keep in mind that I'm coming from a singularitarian political party standpoint, where I have this piece of knowledge and I believe that anti-aging is a good thing. And wrinkles and sunspots we're not really talking about. We're not talking about skin treatments. We're not talking about laser etching or looking younger. We're not talking about making you look younger but not stopping your age. So none of these are actually exactly what I'm looking for. So let's go something a little more specific. Genetic treatments. So anti-aging genetic treatments. And here we have gene replacement therapy, the science behind it at exploregenetherapy.com, an ad. That might be neat to visit. And gene therapy for anti-aging, gene therapy for anti-aging. So one of the things about medical technology in this new age is that you have to be careful of who you trust with your body. And that's why I mentioned BioViva Sciences and Liz Parish, because I believe in her and I think she's an excellent moral and ethical character. And I definitely trust what she says. And beyond that, she has had treatment. She did get a treatment about 4 or 5 years ago. It was to lengthen the strands on her DNA that over time become shorter, and that affects your aging. And also when people lose muscle when they age, she got something done to her genes where she won't lose muscle, or it'll increase muscle mass. So those were two of the best guesses at this point, according to BioViva Sciences and Liz Parish, and the Extropian Immortalist video by Charles. And so that's kind of the crowd is the transhumanist singletarian movement. And just be careful at the beginning. Don't go out and get a treatment or do something that you may regret later, because one thing you definitely want to ask is, will there be any mental health care issues? Will there be any mental health care changes in my psyche? Or, is it going to turn into a frog? I've done this to somebody before. Well, she's still a human, and she still looks pretty good, and she's probably slow to aging. There are third-party tests going on, the results of her genetic treatments, and you can look at those if you follow her and her company's findings and stuff. So beyond right now, I guess they're kind of going through what genes to affect. So they can inject this virus, and it'll inject DNA into your cell, or change your chemistry in your body. And so now they're looking at different genes and saying, okay, what genes are degrading when you get older? What's changing and making you older? What are the causes of aging? And they're coming up with genes to alter, and that's kind of where the science is, I think, at this point. If you want to know more, please do go YouTube and Google this, and try and get stuff on TED Talks or something with a little bit of stature, so that you're not getting poor information. So. And they've been doing mice tests for a long time, believe it or not. And I always said, if they can make a mice live, 25 years longer than its expected life expectancy, of maybe, 3 or 4 years, or if they can make it live 5 or 10 times longer, or even twice as long, then why can't they do it to me? Because they've been doing it to mice and things for a long time. And I think, I just would like for it to become available, and this is part of how it will become available through this technology called CRISPR, where you could actually affect DNA in your own home or your own lab and stuff. So, thank you for watching my video. Have a good day. And if you need a kidney transplant, get one and get it 3D printed. And if you're still aging, stop aging. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to check out my website, www.chadwickaustin.com. Get a Keep Key Ledger Trezor Ella Palette through our website, please. Thank you.